What I saw was so creepy. Like, I've had nightmares about that footage.
Marissa Rachel never knew she would unknowingly capture a moving hand under her bed in the dead of night.
Yo, what was
did
that?
Brennan Taylor know that the figure of a woman was standing watching him behind his back in the haunted motel.
I don't know. There was someone in there, and that was scary as shit. Someone probably lived there, and...
From sending invitations to supernatural beings, to seeing a clown in the middle of a tunnel expedition, we've got you covered with the most spooky and shocking things that happen to YouTubers while filming at night. But before diving into those creepy stories, smash that like and subscribe button for a deeper insight into the scary world of uncanny activities. Austin Cornejo is a YouTuber known for his fun and engaging content. Some of his popular videos include building giant structures out of plastic wrap, duct tape bridges, and massive cup forts. However, he shifted his content style to a more dramatic one back in September 2017. That horrific decision led to shocking events that made Austin run for his life later on. 4 years ago, Austin ventured into a forgotten tunnel system rumored to have a sinister past. A type of old fence blocked the entrance, and a single balloon was tied to it. As soon as he entered, something was off. The light was dim, and the floor was uneven. The inside was so dark that nothing was visible without the help of a light. With his flashlight cutting through the darkness, he and a younger boy pressed deeper into the abandoned tunnel, stepping over trash and dirt, walking through the eerie tunnel and narrating his journey to his audience. Little did he know that a few seconds later, he would be running out of the tunnel at full speed. While moving forward, suddenly, his beam caught something in the creepy distance, a lanky figure standing still. A second later, the clown started sprinting towards them at full speed. Both of them began to run for their damned lives. As they bolted, their hearts pounding and breaths ragged, they quickly got to the other side of the fence and finally felt safe. After reaching the entrance, they could see the clown standing a few feet farther and then returning to the inside of the tunnel. This shocking incident must have haunted them for days. Bertie Sengor is another YouTuber known to occasionally encounter supernatural beings. Yes, this might surprise you, but his content is horror, ghost sightings, and paranormal phenomenon. About 5 months ago, Bertie Sengor underwent another adventure in an abandoned place on top of a hill in the middle of the night. Bertie Sengor chose a deserted house in the forest that looked thousands of years old to have an encounter with a jinn. He had made an invitation to the jinn, a locked invitation. Invitation to a jinn is actually a ritual or spell in which someone attempts to summon or communicate with a jinn, which is a supernatural being. So, Bertie Sengor tried that and went to meet the jinn at the Jinxed location. Bertie Sengor roamed around the haunted house for a while, showing it to his spectators and recording every moment. The place was in shambles, with fig trees growing tall and insects and weeds everywhere. Suddenly, he heard unfathomable growls coming from the open space in the house. As he moved towards those strange and horrifying sounds that made the blood run cold, his camera captured the most spine-chilling sight ever. 2 shiny eyes staring at him from a distance. As he zoomed in, the figure became clear. He was in all black, his face strange, and his eyes unnaturally bright. It seemed as if his mouth was open, but nothing was really clear in the dark. The jinn moved his face at strange angles. Bertie Sengor welcomed him, but the jinn replied, "Do not greet me," in a language only Bertie Sengor understood. After a little conversation, the jinn began to growl as if infuriated. Black blood began to flow from his mouth, and he vanished. When Bertie Sengor caught him again sitting in the house, the jinn said nothing, but the air became tense. A few seconds later, he attacked Bertie Sengor, sending him to the ground. The jinn vanished, while a lot of thorns stuck to Bertie Sengor's arms and clothes. However, Bertie Sengor uttered some protection spells that prevented major harm. That night was full of horror and unexpected twists and turns.
Everyone seems to be doing okay, but it means that I can't do my trip until at least October. So...
As the name indicates, The Haunting of Sunshine Girl is a YouTube channel that posts horror web series, primarily run by Paige McKenzie, who records and tells her experiences with paranormal activities in her home and other haunted locations. Her content sends her viewers and fans a huge shock. In one of her videos, she was recording in the camera when suddenly she heard a strange noise.
No one's home.
Mackenzie was alone in the house, and only she and her dog were in the room. While talking animatedly, she heard something that made her stop in mid-sentence. Something was wrong. Something mysterious was happening in the house.
Hello?
She got up, checked the rooms, and discovered that the water was running in the bathroom sink.
Hello? Okay.
As she was checking one of her rooms to see if anyone was present, she heard something odd. Again, she came out the door and heard a record playing. Who in the whole wide world was doing that?
You guys.
As she came into the room where she had previously recorded, she found that everything had been moved.
Everywhere.
The record was playing at high volume, and Mackenzie quickly reached it to turn it off. Her dog was standing scared. Neither of them knew what was happening.
Uncle, what was it?
Brennan Taylor has a huge fan following because of his interesting comedy skits, vlogs, and challenges. With over 3.6 million subscribers, Brennan Taylor is one you can count on for fun and adventure. About 8 years ago, Brennan decided to visit a haunted motel that had been abandoned long ago. The wooden floor was broken in places, and there was writing on the walls and the doors. Every little sound echoed. The motel in LA was not allowed to trespass, but Brennan took the risk and paid for it later on. As he was coming down from the roof and speaking into the camera, right behind him, at the corner of the passage, stood a figure. Although it was not really clear at the time and the view was obstructed, it was a woman with a straw hat. Right at that moment, a heavy voice said, "Hey," draining the color out of Brennan's face. Brennan was so shocked and scared when he heard a strange sound again that he ran out of the motel at full speed. Just as he was about to leave, the camera recorded something weird and eerie. An old woman wearing a straw hat stood watching him on the top floor as he ran away. Marissa Rachel has a channel known solely for beauty, fashion, and relationships. However, her 1.6 million subscribers never knew what she was going to record and show them 8 years ago. Marissa had been recording a video at night, all alone in a room. When she got up and left the room for 2 to 3 minutes, Marissa was bringing some giveaway prizes that she was going to show in the video. But during that time, her camera was heavy and tilted down, and she captured a view that made the hair stand on the back of the neck of viewers. The hand was like that of a child or a doll. The speed with which it moved away, and the fact that Marissa had no dolls or anything like that in the space under her bed, made things creepy beyond imagination. These YouTubers never knew what they had signed up for in the name of adventure. The scary and shocking things that happened to them just go to show how creepy figures and haunted shadows stay hidden behind our backs, ready to pounce at any moment. If you've heard anything similar happen or want to share a thought, feel free to comment and let us know. And if you've got a good scare, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel because more eerie videos are on their way. Thanks for watching.